everybody. Shona Brown, who you might not have met yet, but you will, and she's wonderful, has asked me to make a wee video just talking about my year in crochet, which I made for the gathering at the end of first year. So a very wise fellow student of mine said that you should reflect in a way that's true to you, and this is very true to me because I like to sit and knit and crochet and things like that. So you might be asked at some point to reflect in quite a specific way, but if you get the opportunity to reflect in a way that's true to you, I would encourage you to do it because it's very personal and it is quite a reflective experience, and I enjoyed making this for those reasons. So what I've done is pick a colour so vaguely around for each section of the course or each event or the way that I was feeling at the time. So I've chosen a kind of mustardy colour for the theory weeks. These are all theory weeks, and it didn't occur to me until I was presenting it at the gathering that I think I've chosen that colour for theory because the theory weeks are what I'm most comfortable with. We've all written essays before and we've all done classroom learning before, so that was one of the easier parts for me to do. And if you're interested, you can look at all the wee tags here and see what each section means, but I'll briefly talk you through a couple of the wee bits. So this dark grey sort of foreboding section here, this represents my first clinical placement, which was on labour ward. I won't tell you where it is because my experience on clinical placement on labour ward won't be the same as yours, and there were people there at the same time as me in exactly the same place who had a completely different experience. But for me it was very hard. There was a lot of negatives, there were tears, and there were questions on the way home, driving, asking myself, is this the right thing that I should be doing? But these wee buttons here represent the deliveries that I had in that time, and the whole thing has got a silver lining because despite being really, really hard, it was a learning experience, and I proved to myself that I've got quite a lot of resilience in getting through that and learning from it. So there's other wee sections, these green sections, these are the other placements, which I found much more positive. The red splodges here, which was at the beginning of my journey, if you like, where the occasions where I successfully took blood on placement. And then on my second placement, there was lots of blood, and on my third placement in the community, there was just blood everywhere. It was great, so much blood. And then there are different colours to reflect exam weeks and essay hand-ins, and the sparkly green stripe there where Megan is, that is Christmas, so that was a lovely break, get away from midwifery just for a few weeks. And this wee sparkly joyful section here, that was SAS in July because July was about 5.5 weeks long. I think it was very, very hard, but we got there in the end. And then on a more personal note, this wee section here, which is the colour of a golden retriever, is when we got our little puppy, so just in time for second year starting, which maybe wasn't the best idea, but we love him and it's great. So this is my reflection of first year as a crochet representation, so I hope you've enjoyed it.